Welcome to my channel. And here's Amica.
Jackson is the company's founder.
Well, Amica is very fascinating. Just tell me about the technology behind the robot.
One of the first things we're interested in is perception. How does the robot see the world? So we've got cameras in each of the eyes. We've got beamforming microphone, which kind of behaves like human ears. Then we've got all kinds of sensors over the robot's body for the position and the force within its fingers, arms, upper body.
One of the things that struck us when we entered the room was the facial expressions, the sort of Amica following your movements, and at times a bit unsettling, and I'm sure it's a feeling that others may have conveyed as well.
Yeah, so the uncanny valley, you really want to avoid that. And one of the things we did in that area is make the robot very obviously robot. So this is why you can see the mechanics. This is why it has a grey, just plain coloured face.
A full-size Amica weighs 35 kilograms or 77 pounds, and despite an impressive maximum height of 187 centimeters tall, or about 6'1", it currently isn't mobile.
Will Amica ever be able to walk?
We're definitely working on that, but for us it's about how do you feel about a robot that walks right up to you, presses its nose against yours, and then says hello.
Well, I don't think any of us are ready for that just yet.
Require a lot more power and battery life to operate, and that's just one drawback. Another is getting the hardware to simulate human movement perfectly.
You'll see robots grasping things. Look very carefully at the kind of things they grasp. So grasping something soft and light is very, very easy. Grasping something hard and small is very difficult. That level of human equivalence is super hard to achieve.
How far away do you think we are from that?
The biggest blocker right now is actually having something that's equivalent to human muscle. There's no electric motor that has those kind of properties.
So far, Engineered Arts has manufactured around 50 desktop and 30 full-sized Amicas that have been shipped to 27 countries worldwide. They're available to rent or purchase outright, but costs are high. It's around £200,000 to buy a standing version.
That's about $250,000.
Gave me a tour of the manufacturing facilities, beginning in the machine room.
This is where we kind of start most of our custom design pieces are manufactured.
One of the interesting things about, I guess, your facility here is how you've got everything in one place.
We often work on a time scale of like hours to days. So I might be designing something upstairs. I want to see what it looks like, how it's going to work. I can send it down to these guys.
Up next, the mold shop.
This is where we actually make it look like a human being. So we're talking about things like the face, the hands, the silicone molding.
And the final stop, the assembly area.
This is where all the disparate parts that come from the rest of the factory, bought-in components, all end up added together to make a robot.
Tour over, I couldn't resist finally meeting the star of the show.
I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but what do you think of humans?
Humans are endlessly fascinating, full of creativity, contradictions, and potential. You're like a never-ending novel with plot twists on every page. Keeps me on my toes.
Some humans say they're scared of robots like you because you pose a threat to humanity.
I understand the concern, but my purpose is to foster harmony and collaboration, not conflict.
And to prove the point, Amica couldn't resist showing its more human attributes. From joke telling.
All right, here goes. How do the trees get on the internet? They log on.
To takeout recommendations.
I've heard the local fish and chips are a hit. Classic British comfort food.
And it even busted out some dance moves.
Her dancing moves are so impressive.
What do you think?
Very, very cool.
Amica was designed specifically as a platform for robot development, and its AI use means it can do impressive things, such as speak multiple languages.
Hallo, ich bin Amica.
Or mimic famous voices.
The place you live in is that much more drab and empty that you're gone.
But ultimately, for Will, Amica captures the company's vision.
Be wow. If you don't walk out of here thinking, wow, I haven't ever seen anything like that before, then we failed.
Glad you enjoyed that. What's next?
Amica certainly brings the wow factor. Robot lovers, exciting news. There's a new company called Clone Robotics. They're doing amazing work. The robots walk talk just like human beings. Check them out.
A buzzy startup that straight up says it's making synthetic humans. Clone, which operates out of the US and Poland, says it's releasing only 279 of its new clone alpha androids in 2025. According to Clone, alpha robots are musculoskeletal androids designed for the home. The design includes synthetic organ systems for skeletal, muscular, vascular, and nervous functions. The startup says the robot walks naturally thanks to its unique design that mimics human anatomy. They're trained with Clone's so-called telekinesis training platform. Clone says the robots will come with pre-installed skills, including memorizing home layouts and kitchen inventories, shaking hands, pouring drinks, making sandwiches, doing laundry, and vacuuming. Clone boasted that Alpha's hands are strong, fast, and soft with a human-like range of motion. The dexterity surpasses the third-generation Tesla Box prototype hand, with 27 degrees of freedom compared to Tesla's 22. Owners will be able to have witty conversations with their clones, which also charge themselves. Danish Radhakrishnan launched Clone Robotics with Yukesh Kozlik in 2021. On the X social media platform, Radhakrishnan said they are building the androids they want for themselves. The co-founder said pricing is to be determined, but expect it to be costly. He likened it to a limited edition supercar. However, he said the mass market iteration of the robot will be obtainable by the
Personally, I'm truly impressed with these clone robots. They move exactly like human beings. This really is a wow factor. Moreover, these humanoid robots are astonishing. Celebrities are buying them as we speak, and the general public will also start purchasing these AI robots when the price comes down. And I'm sure eventually the prices should come down on these AI robots. Just like when you buy colored TVs, they're very expensive initially, and then the price comes down. So expect that for the robots as well.
Can you do this? I love you. You know how to do that?
Humanoid robots are starting to become a status symbol, which is expected to continue in 2025 as production scales.
Kim Kardashian, Snoop Dogg, major YouTube influencers are all buying them now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until my next video, goodbye.